Welcome to WebBikeWorld.com. This is a quick look at the Ricoh WG-M1 action camera. For the full review, photos, and all the details, please visit WebBikeWorld.com. The Ricoh WG-M1 is a new action camera with a unique design. It's made mostly from reinforced polycarbonate, and Ricoh, or Pentax, claims an operating temperature down to 14 degrees F or minus 10 degrees C. It's waterproof without needing an extra case to 10 meters, shockproof for a drop from 2 meters, and dustproof. The shape is different from other action cameras, but it's difficult to helmet mount. The bottom of the camera has a tripod mount and recesses that fit solidly into the supplied mount, but the bottom of the mount is flat, and we haven't been able to figure out a way to mount the camera on a helmet. The back opens up, and it has a thin gasket. Inside is the battery, HDMI port, micro SD card slot, and USB port, and that's it. The back locks in place so it can't open unexpectedly. The camera also has a metal carabiner strap on the back. The buttons are on both sides, the on-off button and the record button. Everything is nicely made, and it even has tiny hex bolts to hold the button cover plate. On the other side is the menu button and menu selection button. Let's take a look at how it works. It boots up quickly compared to other action cameras we've reviewed. It has a live view, which is handy for aligning the camera, especially since the lens doesn't rotate, and all the menu choices are easy to understand. You can scroll back and forth between menus and press the center OK button to choose. It also has Wi-Fi. Here the Wi-Fi is turned on and you can connect with a smartphone. The password is the number shown here. There's no information in the owner's manual about this, and even Ricoh didn't know that this was the password. Enter that number and it connects. But remember, the password changes occasionally. There's a free app you can download. It has limited capability. You can start the recording with it. It has a live view, so here you can see the camera box on the live view screen. Press the button on the bottom to start or stop the video. You can also switch to still camera mode and take photos. The limited choices available include white balance, lens width, and recording formats. The playback mode loads from the camera's memory so you can play back video or still photos stored on the camera. The lens doesn't rotate, but it has a lens cover that locks on. A separate waterproof lens cover is included in the kit, and it needs to be installed before going into the water. The WG-M1 takes outstanding quality video compared to the other action cameras we've reviewed. The video quality of these cameras is generally getting better and better recently. This camera is difficult to mount on a helmet and motorcycle, though, as they all usually are. But let's take a look at the video. It's very smooth, especially the 720p at 60 frames per second, which isn't shown here. This is 1080p at 30 frames per second. It's nicely exposed, although the exposure range is still a bit limited, and you can occasionally see the sky get blown out as the camera is exposing for the darker light in the rest of the frame. The video is very sharp, almost too sharp actually, and the colors are just a touch oversaturated, but good for this type of camera. The bottom line is that the WG-M1 has some of the best quality video you'll find on an action camera, probably thanks to the sophisticated lens and the Ricoh Pentax family connection. This is our favorite action camera comparison road, so you can view all of the other WebBikeWorld.com action camera videos on the WebBikeWorld.com Vimeo Pro or YouTube channel to compare. The only caveat here is that when viewed on a large screen, some stepping of the exposure can be seen. There's some pixelation, and the details quickly start to get fuzzy. But on a tab smartphone or small YouTube player screen, the video looks good. Here's some more video. You can see the highlights in the sky become overexposed when most of the darker parts of the frame are exposed properly. When the lighter colors reach about 50% of the frame, however, as you can see here, the camera averages the exposure pretty nicely, and you can see most of the detail in the sky now. So that's a quick look at the Ricoh WG-M1 action camera. For all the details, photos, and the complete review, please visit WebBikeWorld.com. Thanks for watching.